Allora, buongiorno.
So, good morning to all of you. I'm bound to start this two-day conference without thanking people, not just formally, because these are very warmly felt thanks, because these 2 days conference on futurology and Hackathon are a decisive event of this marvelous adventure that has been the presidency of this organization in 2022. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Thomas Party that enabled us to bring us in Italy this event, Futurology, and link it with tomorrow's hackathon. My friend and president of Notartel, Vincenzo Gonella, that supported me in these difficult periods. I also wish to thank Professor Sant'Angelo and Professor Mazzeo, with whom we have carried out a lot of activities. Last but not least, my thanks to the Brussels office. It was a little bit inexperienced for this post, and during this year they provided a lot of support that enabled me to carry out my task in a very efficient way. And it is with great satisfaction that I say that in these 2 days, many representatives of the notariate associations are represented in all their diversity, and this will certainly contribute to the quality of our work. These 2 days that must be seen also in the perspective of December 2, and I would like to ask you to connect on that date for training on technological issues regarding notary publics, and then President Gonella would certainly make reference to this. These events are related to the technological innovation that, for us, is a topical issue of these years of presidency. And it is a central issue of all the works of the European institutions that have different working groups that have focused on these 2 issues. That is the proposed draft regulation for digital cooperation in transporter justice. This discussion has led to follow different directions. They have enabled us to understand the great efforts made by all countries in this respect to bring the notary publics to a higher technological level and propose the solutions that can really be European solutions that can be based on the principle that we have tried to underline with the European institutions, legal certainty by default, coined by Guillaume, the expert of communication of the organization. And for us, this is the central role that the notary publics should play. And it is essential for the development of digital solutions in a cross-border context, should not undermine the rule of law, the certainty of law, and no European citizens must be left behind. And the role of the notary public is to ensure legal certainty and quality of preventive control within the judicial system, seen as an enlarged judicial system of which the notary publics are an authority being part and parcel of the system. So now we are at a turning point. We must stress this. This is a result of the COVID pandemic. The initiatives of the important technology players show this on a daily basis, and also the war in Ukraine, this tragic situation that we had to face, and we've tried to face from the technological viewpoint, providing to the European Commission a platform with a questionnaire that enabled many Ukrainian children to be welcome and protected within the EU territory. This is a great source of satisfaction for the European notary publics and for our organization, CNEU. So we must try to provide content to these European projects. At the beginning of the year, we said that we wanted to imagine a digital project in the medium term. And after 1 year of discussions with many friends and colleagues, and particularly the German and Spanish friends that have enabled us to delve into this issue of technological development. But we have been supported also by all the other associations of the notary publics and these members of the CNEU. And we have identified some fundamental issues and the direction along which we want to continue. So these days' challenge is to make these ideas tangible and concrete. And we want to define the role of the CNEU that should be a sort of interface among the various associations of the notary publics and the European Commission. And together with many of you, we have imagined a possible logical platform that can be shared by all of us so as to interconnect the various notary associations, providing an identity and the identity of citizens. And this is the reason that this 2 days conference is based on two basic notions that I am bound to recall at the end of my contribution, namely interconnection and identity. As already said by the President of the Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, we are living in a digital era, and we, notary publics, we must be at the core of this digital evolution. And indeed, we want to provide content, concrete content, to our ideas in this 2 days discussion. And now the floor to President Gunnella.